Good evening. Tonight we wrap up our high school football previews with the Zanesville Blue Devils, a team that 1 year ago won 6 straight games to close out the regular season, just barely making it to the playoffs for their efforts. But that run quickly ended with a first-round loss to Marion Franklin. This year, ZHS looks to continue that success after a long offseason. Dan Wolfgang has more.
Thanks, Jed. The questions at the start of this season are the same as they were a year ago here on Blue Avenue. How do you replace a big senior class with huge names that left indelible marks on the program?
It's going to be tough. I mean, there's obviously a lot of pressure on the kids. There's a lot of pressure on the coaches every year to put guys in the right spot. So those guys know that they need to step up. Those people that raised the bar the year before, we got to raise the bar again.
As soon as me and Wes left the field, we was both upset. I told Wes, we got next season. Let's do it next season.
After the bus ride home, the next day I was in the weight room working hard. And that really pushed me. Seeing the seniors, how they acted. We've all felt like that. We're just going to be back in that position.
The Blue Devils will have their chance this year. After a rough offseason, Zanesville is in good form on both sides of the ball.
We got a strong backfield. We got strong wide receivers. I think our defense is a lot more athletic this year. They're going to bring their game every day. Just like in the past scrimmage, we whooped every team out there.
Hudson returns as the signal caller for a second straight season, this time with a new skill.
He runs really hard. Runs a lot harder from last year. He's been working on that a lot.
If he can run, that puts a lot of pressure on the other team's linebackers. They got to watch for him running, not just pass.
The senior will have several familiar faces as targets this year. The faces in front of him, though, they're all new.
The line has done a nice job in those scrimmages. Obviously, there's still things we need to work on. But, I'm pleased with what we've seen so far.
It all starts for the Zanesville Blue Devils Friday when they take on their arch rival, the Newark Wildcats. Then things get considerably tougher. Week 2, they're at Licking Valley. Weeks 3 and 4 home against Hamilton Ross and Youngstown Ursuline on top of the East Central Ohio League schedule. That includes games against Dover, New Philadelphia, and Cambridge. All in all, it is one of the most highly anticipated seasons for the Zanesville Blue Devils and one of the toughest schedules they have faced in school history. Reporting from Blue Avenue, Dan Wolfgang, WHIZ Sports.
And here's a look at that schedule a little more in depth. You see that from September 9th until October 7th, the Blue Devils will be at home. Those tough games against Hamilton Ross and Ursuline and Dover, again, those will all be at Salzburger, so that is some good news for the Blue Devils. And